Bonjour buddies, welcome back to another video. Today's first question is, what is the measure of the smaller angle between the hour and minute hands of a clock at 5:24 p.m.? So, since I already have, like a graph of this already drawn out, but when you're drawing it, you have to be especially careful because when it says it's at 5:24 p.m., if you've ever read an analog clock, you know that the hour hand actually moves along with the minute hand. So the red one is the hour hand, by the way. But the red one wouldn't be exactly on 5 anymore because it's already scooted over along with the minute hand, albeit a little bit slower. So, taking that into consideration, we can first analyze how we're going to do this problem. As you can see, we've drawn a purple line across the middle to split the hour and the minute hand so you guys can see it a little bit more clear. But the blue one is the minute hand, the red one is the hour hand. So we can solve individually the red and the blue by themselves and then add them together to see what their angle degrees are. So basically this little bit and this little bit, all separately. So how can we solve this? Let's start with the minute hand, okay? Because we're just gonna, split it. We can kind of solve this by how far away from 5 p.m. they are and then just, add it together. But how do you know what angle it is away from 5 p.m.? The minute hand. All right, we're going to start with the minute hand. Since each hour in a clock, they're an analog clock technically. In an analog clock, there are 12 hours. Okay, yeah, there are 12 hours. And the total interior angles of a circle always add up to 360. Therefore, if we are trying to solve for how much each hour is, it would just be 360 divided by 12, which is then equivalent to, drumroll please, 30. And if you've ever run an analog clock, you'll know that each little hour area has a 5-minute for each of these little clickies. So that means that in total, there are 5 of them, which means that if we use 30 divided by 5, that means that each little section here is equivalent to 6 degrees. And since our minute hand is only one little 6 degree away from the 5-hour mark, this means that this bit is 6 degrees. But then what about the red arm? Red arm, really? Okay, sorry. Because 5:24 isn't exactly on any grid, also it's an hour, so doesn't that make it a bit more trippy? Not necessarily. So, like I said, if this entire bit is 30 degrees, then this means that our 5:24 bit, we can use a ratio. Because if 30 degrees is to 60 minutes, which is 1 hour, then what would 24 minutes be to? So we got to match it up properly. 30 degrees, x degrees, 60 minutes, 24 minutes. Now we can do the butterfly method. So let me just simplify this real quick. So this means that since each of these are just 1, x is equivalent to 12. But we're not done yet because we still need to add the 2 together. Therefore, 12 plus 6 is equivalent to 18, which is also our final answer. Moving on to problem number 2, the measure of an angle is 15 degrees more than twice its supplement. If you guys don't know, supplementary angles, if paired with their supplement, add up to 180. Find the measure of the angle. So we can deem this angle that we're trying to solve for, that is a very bland color. We can deem the angle that we are trying to solve for x. If we write out an equation, it should look something like x, which is our bigger angle basically, minus 15, because it's 15 degrees more than twice its supplement, so you gotta get rid of the 15 first, divided by 2. And of course, this is the smaller angle now because x minus 15 divided by 2, this is x's supplement. Now we just add on an x, so this should be equivalent to 180. And now we solve. So first we're going to multiply, there are a multitude of ways to solve this algebraic equation, but I'm going to start by multiplying both sides by 2. So 2x is equivalent to 360. 3x, combining the x's, plus 15 on this side, 375. X is equivalent to 125 degrees. Our x is equivalent to 125 degrees. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you guys learned something new, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye!